All right, Brenda's family is getting ready for church. One of her 4 brothers is too sick to go to church. How many brothers are able to go to church? So how many brothers does she have?
4.
4, so 4 goes first. And how many of her brothers was sick?
7.
No.
No, 3.
Let's read it again, okay? Brenda's family is getting ready for church. One of her 4 brothers is sick. So how many is sick?
1.
1. So how many are able to go to church? She had 4. 1 is sick and staying home. So how many would be going to church? So 4 minus 1, right?
3.
Huh?
3.
3. Very good.
I had a wife, and they were too old, so they thought that they wouldn't get to be able to have kids.
Correct.
So an angel of God, Gabriel, came down and said that his wife would have a child, John, right?
John the Baptist. Very good.
And he didn't believe the angel, so the angel punished him for 9 months and kept his mouth closed so he couldn't talk.
Yeah, you remember now, Kellen? Yeah. 6 months after Zachariah's wife, Elizabeth, became pregnant, God sent the angel Gabriel to a northern town called Nazareth to a young woman named Mary. The angel said Jesus would be great. He would rule on the throne of his father David and reign over the house of Jacob forever. Good job, Kellen.
Jar.
Jar. Yep.
Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bone.
And then just try to remember when you do your dots on your J, make them tiny, not big ol' dots, okay? All right, let's read words.
Joy.
Joy.
He. Here.
Here.
All.
All. Does that sound right? So if it doesn't sound right the long way, let's try it with the short E.
Vet.
Vet. Like we took
kitty vet.
Like we took the cats to the vet. Very good. So what we're gonna do here is say the alphabet in your head, and then you're gonna put these letters in order, okay? All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This morning we are doing school. It's just a regular day in the life here on the Alaska homestead. And I thought today, instead of just a day in the life with the Watsons, I would spice it up and make it a little bit more interesting and show you guys a behind the scenes look as to what goes into me creating a YouTube video for you guys. So somebody had requested this quite a while ago, and it's been in the back of my mind. I wanted to do it for you because I thought that would be pretty interesting. I know a lot of you don't do YouTube and probably never will, and maybe you're just curious as to how we do what we do. I've had people ask me, how do you get the shots when Joe's driving away and you guys are in town? And I'm like, well, I'm actually out of the truck getting that shot, and then Joe has to turn around and come pick me up. So it's just little things like that. You know, it's honestly kind of like movie production, except it's just little old me. And now Joe's actually came in and helped me out a lot with filming, and he's holding the camera a lot of times when I'm doing something. I'm holding the camera when he's building, but we're kind of like this little movie production team, and I thought it would be fun to take you guys along for this day in the life here on the homestead. We are just doing school today, as you saw, and then we also have to restock firewood. We are completely out. Thankfully, we have a small reserve of firewood under the front porch, but we don't like to use that. We like to save that for emergencies. So we are going to go out today and get some wood, and the boys are going to help us with that. And I'm going to be showing you guys behind the scenes of what it takes to film a YouTube video, taking you along and showing you kind of how we do our filming, a little bit of how I do my editing, how I create my thumbnails, just the whole process. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different from what we normally do, but I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along, not just for the day in the life, but what all goes into making a YouTube video for you guys. Giving the chickies some water. Are they doing okay?
Yep. I tried to count them if they're all running around, so it's too hard.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. As long as you don't see any that are like laying dead somewhere, then that's a good thing. So we've been continuing work on the kitchen ceiling. If you guys missed the last video, make sure you check it out. Joe and I ripped out the entire kitchen ceiling, all the drywall, and we decided to do a open exposed beam concept in the kitchen to give it more of that cozy cabin look. So let me turn y'all around and show you the progress we've made so far. We still have more to do, but we're getting there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? If you missed the previous video, I'll put in a picture here and I'll show you like the before and after. We pretty much just have this side left over here. And then Joe can put in that hanging pendant light right here above the kitchen sink that I showed you guys. And we still have to stain everything, but look at how cute that is. All right, guys, I have some dishes to get done. So in my day in the life videos, I really just show kind of like everything that we do. It's not really anything in particular. It's just whatever we're doing that day. And I just happen to have 2 sinks full of dishes. I actually didn't do the dishes last night. We had a really small dinner and I just figured I'll do them in the morning, because sometimes you have days like that where you're like, meh, which isn't like me, because I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen at all. But last night I was super tired and now I'm paying for it. But I'm gonna show you guys how I film something as simple as doing the dishes. The most important thing is getting different shots. You don't want like stagnant shots. Like I wouldn't just set the camera right here in the windowsill, right, and get me doing dishes like for 15 minutes straight, because that will be super boring. So when I film things like doing the dishes, I just get different angles, different shots. I do like to put some music behind it to kind of make it more fun. Music always makes everything fun. Get some cute little shots of like the suds in the sink, just different angles to make it a little bit more exciting. I'm pretty sure we used every dish in the house. That's always fun. So a lot of times when I'm doing shots like this, I don't even use a tripod. I have tripods. I have a tall tripod, I have a short tripod, I have a wiggly tripod. But for shots like this, I just use whatever I have. I've set my camera up on mason jars, cereal boxes, you know, whatever you gotta do. Like right now you're sitting on the microwave. So the first shot is gonna be from this angle. Sometimes the still shots are good. Like right now you're sitting in the kitchen window. So, but I do like to have Joe or Parker come in sometimes and get kind of a more raw shot of what I'm doing. You know, sometimes when you're holding the camera, it's a little bit shakier than if it's on a tripod stand, but sometimes that brings a little bit more rawness and realness to what you're trying to convey to the audience. So like right now, after I've gotten a couple shots that are still shots like this, I'll ask Joe to come in and get a shot like this. So when I'm filming videos, I try to get a couple different perspectives of that shot. So you as the viewer, you know, like if I'm pouring a cup of coffee like this, then in the middle of pouring that cup of coffee, I switch over and get the view going into the coffee cup, so that if you were me, you're actually looking at what I'm looking at. So just kind of thinking of those shots and getting some different angles and different perspectives. Sometimes it helps to level up the video a little bit and just make it a little bit more interesting versus just like that still shot from one angle. And most people have a short attention span, especially when we're watching YouTube, we're trying to be entertained. We want to see a different clip. So like every 10 seconds or so, 10 to 15 seconds, you should have a different shot to keep the audience's attention. So now I'm gonna switch over. As you just saw, I was rinsing dishes, but I'm gonna give you a close-up shot of what the dishes look like going into the actual drying rack. And you are currently sitting on my coffee jar, by the way, just in case you were wondering. You can do fun editing tricks like fast forwarding or doing slow motion, and it just kind of helps to make it a little bit more interesting. I like to do fun things like get drone shots, fast forward some clips, even doing like a time lapse is really fun. So just different ways to kind of make it more interesting, because you definitely don't want to have a time-consuming project that is just one still shot, the camera never moves, and it's 30 minutes of doing dishes. That would be unbelievably boring. Well, hey guys, good morning. It is the next day, so a little bit of a change of plans. Always a change of plans, right? We were filming a video yesterday and we are going to finish that video today. We had a little bit of a hiccup, change of circumstances for our daughter Lexi. You guys know that she and her boyfriend were planning on moving up here in May. We had already booked ferry tickets and everything. Some things have changed and Lexi is going to be coming up to Alaska for now by herself immediately. So this all transpired last night. So our need to get firewood yesterday has kind of changed to an emergent situation because I am going to be by myself here at the cabin with the boys for a few days. Joe is going to be flying down to Washington State to meet Lexi. She's currently on the road driving up to my mom. My mom lives in Washington. You guys probably remember that. And Joe's going to fly down and get her, and they are going to drive up together in Lexi's car. So they are going to be going through Canada and all of that. So we've canceled the ferry tickets for now. Thankfully, we did it in time to get a full reimbursement of that cost. But it's just kind of, you know, threw a curveball in there. We weren't expecting this. And being out here in the middle of the woods with the boys, living off-grid the way we do, our main source of heat is the fireplace. There are just some things that we now have to prep, being that Joe is not going to be here for several days. And then taking into account if there's car issues or if his time with Lexi is extended beyond what we're thinking and planning for, I need to make sure that we're prepared so that I can take care of me and the boys by ourselves up here. So with that being said, we are going to go get some firewood today that is much needed, and we're going to take you guys with us, and I'm going to continue sharing behind the scenes with you on how we do this thing called YouTube. I've actually got to put my snow pants on. It's a lot colder today than it was yesterday, and rolling around picking up all those logs and stuff, I like to have my snow pants on anyway, just to keep me warm.
They don't have captain down there. That's dog feed. I need to order captain.
You look like Moses.
I'm Moses. Brother.
With your stick.
Son, I mean.
Hey, Moses.
I'm Moses' son.
Can you hold your stick up?
No, I can't.
Oh, yay! You know, it's inevitable when the man leaves the house. That's when everything goes wrong. You know, we were in the military for a long time. You guys know that. And it never failed. When Joe would leave to go on deployment or something or get underway, something would break. I remember when we bought our first house in Alaska, in Ketchikan, Alaska, and our water was from a cistern. We collected rainwater and then it was brought into the house with a pump. And it was like the day after Joe got underway, I went to brush my teeth before work one morning because I was in the Coast Guard too, and the water wouldn't come on. And here's little old Tina from Southern California. I was quite the valley girl, right? Not who I am today by any means. And I'm like, where's the water at? You turn the faucet on, the water's supposed to come out of the faucet. And if it doesn't come out of the faucet, I don't know the first thing about why or what to do to fix it. So, it turns out it was a pump, right, Joe? Yeah, the pump.
Oh, it was the pressure.
Oh, the pressure tank had gone bad, whatever. It was the original pressure tank that was put in the house. The house was built in 1980 something. Either way, it went bad. And thankfully, a lot of times in the military community, you know, people pull together, especially when husbands are underway. And we had a chief at the base that was an awesome guy. And I went and bought a new one, and he came out and installed it, and it fixed the issue. But we didn't have water for like 2 days, and Joe was gone. And, you know, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. Joe's strength is his mechanical abilities, and it's just like
everything
ingrained. Smarty pants. It's ingrained in who he is, right? And my strengths are a lot of like the mom things, like dealing with the children, my organizational skills, booking the appointments, making sure the kids have what they need, just all the things. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I recognize that, and I am not afraid to say there is a lot of things that Joe does around here that I don't know how to do, or that I know how to do it, but I don't do it all the time because he just always takes care of it. So this impromptu trip for him to go down and get Lexi and travel up through Canada with her, you know, it's going to challenge me a little bit. Life can change in the blink of an eye. And the reality is we've chosen this life off grid here in Alaska, and anything could happen. And so, yeah, it's a good thing. A lot of times I use my cell phone for filming. A lot of people have asked me, hey, what kind of camera do you use? So my memory card is full. Just got the notification, which is kind of annoying, like when you're in the middle of filming and you have to stop what you're doing to empty your card. Now, I have more cards, right? Because you're like, Tina, why don't you just buy like, oh, I don't want to put my finger in the way here. Why don't you just buy multiple SD cards? Where's my laptop? Oh, it's right there. Well, I have multiple. I went on Amazon, bought a whole pack of them, and then we moved to Alaska, and I lost them. And I haven't found them, and I'm just stubborn, and I'm like, I don't want to pay for new SD cards when I know I have them sitting here somewhere. Let me just set you guys up for a second. Okay. You can't see my face, can you? Okay, that's a problem. So until I break down and go on Amazon and buy more SD cards, I'm constantly emptying this one to continue filming. Now this is a big SD card that I have. I mean, I think it's big. It's like 165 gigabytes, which usually lasts quite a while. I mean, I was filming all day yesterday, and there's also some other footage on here because we're trying to still capture the work that we're doing on the ceiling in the kitchen. But this is part of it. Laptop, SD cards, hard drives. I keep everything that we do on a hard drive, because if you try to keep all of your footage and content on your laptop, it's going to fill it up super fast. I mean, video media takes up a lot of space. So I got smart and bought a hard drive probably in 2021, and I actually just bought another one. This is a 4 terabyte hard drive, and the new one I have coming right now from Amazon is 8 terabytes. So I keep everything organized by year, date, what they are, day in the life videos, restocking Firewood, family adventures, I mean, whatever. But it just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to download this content really quick. What I was saying outside is that the stabilization on the iPhone camera is insane. It is super steady. So a lot of our shots, when we're out and about and we're driving in the truck somewhere and I'm getting the shots of the scenery and things like that, I'm doing that with my iPhone, because if I were holding my camera, it's very shaky. Even with the stabilizer on the Canon, it's still shaky. So the only thing I use for our YouTube videos is the Canon camera, this one here, my little microphone with the wind cat. And I like this camera because it has the viewfinder on it. Some cameras don't have that. You can flip it around. So if you're doing selfie type videos, like when I'm talking to you guys, I can see myself in the viewfinder, make sure the camera's on. There's nothing worse than filming a whole chunk of footage and then realizing you had never hit the power button and it was never actually recording. So I do recommend a camera with the viewfinder for sure. And then the iPhone, that's all I use. I've got a couple tripod stands, big ones and little ones, and I have some lights that I have, some YouTube lights, And all of my equipment, I know some of you are starting YouTube channels, some of you have YouTube channels, but all of the equipment, our drone, everything that we use for our videos, I have linked in the video description of all of our videos. So you can check all that stuff out there. Did you guys see these cute little stickers? I just have to show you really quick because a sweet subscriber sent these to me and I just love them. So I put them on my laptop. She knows me so well. I love me Jesus and I love my coffee. Super cute, right? Thank you. And if I'm being honest, real life behind the scenes is this. Mess. Mess. Joe's tools everywhere. Mess. Dishes. More dishes. Always dishes. So I tend to pick up a little bit before I do a video, not to try to make our life seem something that it's not. That's just the person I am. If I have company over, someone over for dinner, anything like that, you know, Mama always taught you, you clean the toilet. There's certain things you do. So I just pick up a little bit and just try to make things look a little bit more presentable because it makes me feel better. And a lot of times, little Parker helps to film for us, don't you, P?
Yeah.
My little videographer over there. No, just do it again. All right, Parker, record both of us, okay? Just act like it for a second. Okay. Yeah, you ready? I'm gonna do far away and then I'll get close up. Move this hand. No, you're fine. Oh, I can't see. Ready? All right, go. Why do you look like that? Oh, don't, okay, try it again. Go. And then just really quick, I know you guys are still observing like the COVID protocols and our daughter can't go in with him. Is there any way to request that a female technician comes out to get Ollie, just because I don't know what happened with his previous owners before we got him, but he's a little skittish around men. So I was on the phone with the veterinary clinic there in Washington. It's actually my mom's vet. Lexi has Ollie. A lot of you remember Ollie, our dog, before we got the 2 pups, the Belgian Malinois. And he was actually Lexi's dog, but we were keeping him for her until she got settled in California. And then we shipped Ollie to her last summer. So Ollie is going to be coming up with Lexi to Alaska. And anytime you're traveling through Canada, they require a health certificate for your dog. So thankfully, my mom's vet was very understanding and very accommodating and is going to get Ollie in tomorrow afternoon to verify his rabies certification and give him the health certificate that they need to get through Canada. No, you need to sit down in the sled, P.
Watch this.
My Ooh, electric start, baby. Yeah. Change of position there with the camera. So I'm carrying the chainsaw over to where we're going to be cutting these trees down. Joe, for obvious reasons, didn't want to put the chainsaw on the back of the sled with the boys. But anytime they see a sled hooked up to the snow machine, the boys are like, "Can we go for a ride?" So Joe's giving a ride up to the location where we're going to cut down some trees for firewood. Definitely warmed up out here when that sun came out. Probably don't even need my jacket. It's a beautiful day. I feel like I say that all the time lately. You gonna take that one?
I think I need to go get snowshoes.
You need your snowshoes? It's pretty deep, huh? Ah. Well, where are you going? I wasn't done. I like to get what they call B-roll. So A-roll is your main content. I mean, the main content of our video today is day in the life, doing school with the boys, restocking our firewood supply. B-roll is kind of like the in-between stuff that you guys see when I get beautiful shots of the trees and the little chickadee birds and the sunset and all those things. So Alaska is beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better place to live in order to create videos for you guys. So I really love capturing just the beauty of like the needles on the trees and the glistening snow. So that's B-roll, and that's what I'm getting right now. Need you to wait and stop doing things for a second. I think one of the biggest challenges is Joe is always like, go, go, go. So fast. I'm always like, wait, stop. I gotta get that shot. I think these are the next victims. These are just dead spruce. So they've been dead for quite a while. It's good dry wood, so we have a ton of it on the property. It's a fire hazard, so it needs to go anyway. Not ideal that we have to cut firewood throughout the winter to keep the house warm, but you guys know we got here late in the season. It was already winter when we arrived in Alaska, so it hasn't been a problem though. We just come out every 3 weeks or so, Joe, and cut down a few trees and we're good to go. So hopefully this next year though we can stock up better so that we won't have times like this where we really need it and we have to go get it or else. Gotta go back up to the top, okay? Until he gets this one cut down and then you can come back. just in case. Yeah, you're, no, we should actually move back a little bit more. Let's go. Oh! Here. Look at my leg. I literally just went down like 3.5 feet. That's how deep this is. All right, back, Bradley. Hey, Joe, I gotta get out. Can you not? Nothing, just don't cut the tree down yet. I'm stuck.
Oh no, I gotta clear all the stuff.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You need help?
Holy crap, this is so...
Yeah, that happened to me.
No,
at
Bradley,
Parker
back.
before.
Okay. Oh, my foot is stuck. Kellen, can you scoot back just a little bit, buddy? I don't want to hit you. All right.
You don't go right there?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got some good footage right there.
Oh, is that good footage, Kellen?
Yeah.
Dang it. That is like, it's sticky deep because we've had the warm temperatures. So it's not just like pulling your foot out of powder snow. It's very sticky and it like starts to melt around your foot and it holds you in there. Look how deep this was. Look, there it goes. He tries to angle cut so that the tree will fall in this certain direction. But sometimes the trees have a mind of their own and they don't always listen. So you don't want to be standing in the way because you're too cute if the tree falls in the wrong direction. All right, so I'm gonna walk back to the cabin and get the drone. We are gonna get some drone footage of chopping these trees down. Are you guys my escorts? Huh? Are you my escort? All right, guys, so this is our drone. It is a DJI, gosh, is it a Mavic 2 or 3? I can't remember. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna put it right here. But it's the classic and it's actually pretty awesome. We had a drone before, and if you guys want to know a little secret, your girl here lost it on the property. Yeah. Our first drone really sucked. It was just glitchy. The video quality was horrible. And probably about 2 months ago, I tried to fly it and get some drone shots of the property. And it wigged out. It just went and just flew off over the trees and landed somewhere here on our property. And Joe went out there for like 2 hours trying to find it with snowshoes on, digging through the snow. Just impossible, right? And then come to find out, I didn't have the antennas opened on the remote control, and apparently that can cause it to wig out sometimes, and it did. And we never found that drone. That drone is still out here somewhere on the Alaska homestead. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise because it caused me to buy this new drone, this DJI Classic. And one of the things I love about this drone is the screen is actually on the controller itself. The other one had a little thing and you put your phone in there, and I just love that this is all on one handheld remote, so you don't have all these other devices and stuff. So again, this is also linked in the description with all of our other equipment. See if we can capture this tree falling.
you do that?
No, you're good. Little Kellen is such a little movie star. He does great. You know, when he first got here, one of the things with doing YouTube, right, or filming anything, you don't want to look at the camera. You're supposed to act as if the camera's not there. And when he first got here, that was hard for him. I mean, it's weird. You've got a camera sitting there staring at you, and now he does really good. Like, he knows when that camera comes on, not to look at it. Bradley, are you helping? Get that log. Get that log. Get it. Oh, good boy. You're a big helper. Look at you. We are absolutely starving. It's like 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon and we haven't eaten since breakfast. Joe made some delicious potato egg bowls for us, but we're gonna just whip up some super quick tuna sandwiches.
Hey, I'm gonna do this spaghetti stuff.
Okay, I don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some tuna sandwiches. Joe's doing leftover spaghetti. But then we are gonna go out and chop up these logs and get everything stacked up. And we took down like 3 or 4 trees today, so that should be plenty of wood to get us through until well after Joe gets back from getting Lexi. And it's all in a day's work. Now it's time to eat some food. Well, I'm starting to think that eating wasn't a good idea. Because now I don't want to go out and finish it.
I told you that before we started.
I know, but I just felt like I needed to eat, Joe. You know, like I needed some energy. I needed some oomph. I lost all my oomph out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we got to get it done. So, you ready to do this, boys? They're big helpers. They get that wood stacked so fast. You want to come outside, huh? Yeah. Oh, a threefer. A threefer. I think you underestimate me, Joe. After all the fun and the filming is done, it's time to sit down with all this footage and edit it and put it together for you guys in a way that would make sense and be enjoyable for you to watch. This is one of my favorite parts of being a YouTuber because I get to be creative and choose the music that I want, choose the transitions that I want, which clips I'd like to use and such. And it really is a creative outlet for me, and I absolutely enjoy it. So the first thing that I do, like I shared with you before, is download all the content off of my memory card. And then I plug that into my editing software, which is Final Cut Pro. A lot of people use iMovie. There's lots of different programs that can be used to edit YouTube videos, but my favorite is Final Cut Pro. But before I start editing, I like to take my thumbnail picture that I've chosen and I edit that in the website called Canva. And this website allows me to edit the picture, switch up the colors, add some text to it, and things like that. After I create a thumbnail, it is time to upload to YouTube. So with our internet, it depends on the day. Sometimes this takes 30 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it's overnight. And in the back studio of YouTube, this is where the whole second half of the YouTube job really happens, because I've got to create a really good title. I've got to add all of my keywords for my keyword research and things to try to hit that YouTube algorithm the best that I can. And this is also where I go in and I try to create a really good description for you guys to explain what the video is going to be about, and also capturing keywords and such in the video description, which helps with the algorithm. In addition to this, I go down and I create my music list for you guys. I've had so many of you that say you absolutely love the music that we choose for the videos, so I started listing the songs in the video description for every video. And then this is also where I add any links to items that we're sharing with you guys from Amazon or anything else like that. You know, filming our life definitely takes longer than living life, right? Everything we do when we're filming takes triple the time, whether it's cutting down firewood, homeschooling, cooking a recipe in the kitchen. It's extra work, but we love what we do. We enjoy sharing this journey with you guys. I really love creating the videos, and I hope you guys enjoy the content as much as we do making it. If you guys enjoyed this video behind the scenes of our life as YouTubers, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. I love to see your comments. It always puts a smile on my face. All right. Okay. It's small. Hold on, Callan. You can sit. Okay, let's do that. All right, Callan. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Well, that's confusing.
L-M-N-O-P.
So,
all right, guys, so I'm gonna get these dishes done. I have 2 full sinks of dish, 2 full. Kind of helps to really level up the video. Kind of helps to really level up the video a little bit. Oh my God. And then sometimes you can't talk. What are you doing? Are you stretching? That looks so gross. You look like Richard Simmons. Oh, that's creepy. I'm just sitting on what I'm saying. Like, huh? Okay. I look like I don't have a lower half of my body. I look like all I have is a torso. Joe, that's fake. You're like Ace Ventura when he's going through the desert in his Jeep. Remember? Don't forget my tripod log. This here is an Alaskan tripod. Carved right here in the beautiful state of Alaska, baby. I'll be sure to link it for you in the video description. Babe, you don't have a shirt on. I'm filming. I missed that. Can you say that one more time?
No!
Go strong, Joe.
Ellen, can you show me your funny voice? What are you doing? Stacking firewood? Huh? Yeah? What's your name?
Sophia?
What? Hey, you're a good wood stacker. You're welcome. Why do you have to turn your head to do it though? That's weird.
I don't know, I could try doing it straight, but I can't do it that good when I do it straight.
Ew, you sound like alfalfa. Huh? What you doing?
What?
A little wood stocking yoga, you know what I'm saying?
Too bad it wasn't this one that hit you in the head.
This is called the spruce pose.
No, it's hickory.
This is not the hickory.
That's a hickory stick. Not on that head?
What you gonna do, B? What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What is that?
I'm doing kindling wood. Duh. Joe, we need kindling wood too, right? Clearly, that's what I'm doing.